So we probably shouldn't be around open flames with the sweaters we're wearing.
There's
but
literally a tag telling me.
yeah.
I see.
Okay, they're both burning. They're both burning. 1, 2, 3, and then chug the whole thing.
Oh God.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh man.
So old. It's terrible.
Oh, cinnamon and hangovers. Oh. Oh God, I have to work tomorrow. Oh.
We're gonna try and retell the entire saga.
Harry Potter, drunk.
We open on a suburban street.
There's a cat sitting under a light or some shit, just staring at a house. And then out of nowhere, an old man with a huge beard and a lighter that can turn off all the lights shows up. Dumbledore and McGonagall meeting on the street where Harry's gonna live. Hagrid shows up on Sirius Black's motorcycle. He shows up with Harry, drops him on his aunt's doorstep, and that's it. Harry lives through 11 years of the worst abuse any child has ever gone through.
Well,
these people are legitimately, they are legitimately abusing the bejesus out of a blood relative because he is the weird sister's
and
kid.
Harry's just so like, whatever.
He's like, this sucks.
I live in a closet.
I live under the stairs. Whatever, it sucks. His family sucks, and they make his life suck. They start getting the letters from the school that Harry has been accepted to Hogwarts, and they just kind of...
They just start showing up.
Like, there's 1, and they throw it out. And there's like 10, they throw it out. And there's 100. Then they go on the run to the postal...
This is my favorite, because this strikes me as like the most Homer Simpson solution to their problems. We're gonna canoe out to an island.
I know, right?
Like, that's the next logical step from like just calling the post office.
And then that's where Hagrid comes back into the whole picture. And Hagrid, as we all know, is the best.
The best.
They kind of give you cues throughout the book, like what year it is, kind of.
It's 1991.
Yes, 91. 91 is the year, year 1 in the Harry Potter books. And like the summer of 91, I think. Hagrid basically chases them out to this island, bangs the door down on this like shack in the middle of the ocean, and we get the big news.
What he does is, you're a wizard, Harry.
Yay!
We stop at diagonally.
We do, yeah. It's Harry's first. Oh God. He's getting his wand, his books, his cloaks, his supplies, the robes, everything. Platform 9 3/4 at King's Cross Station.
It's
so
a gift shop.
Harry gets his owl, Hedwig, which always, now that I'm older, makes me think of Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yeah.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch with Harry Potter go to King's Cross Station, one of the largest train stations in London, to ride the Hogwarts Express to school, where he meets Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, Neville Longbottom, who to me is the hero of the story.
Sorry.
Neville Longbottom.
Why don't you real Neville?
Have you seen the photos of him, the actor from the movies today?
Yeah?
Oh, he looks good in a pair of briefs. To you, sir.
Fine specimen.
To you, sir. You're looking good.
Matthew Lewis.
There is a hat that sits in the principal's office.
Why is this the weirdest thing?
And does nothing but come up with the jingle.
I gotta say,
for the new students.
I skipped over a few pages when I got to the sorting hat.
So he gets sorted into Gryffindor. This dick he met when he was buying his robes get sorted into Slytherin, and it was like a 50-50 shot. He gets to be with the friend he made on the train, Ron Weasley, and also Hermione Granger, the smartest girl in the class.
They're kind of unsure about her at this point. She's a little...
The year goes on, Harry gets an education.
And no one's suspicious of Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers.
Yeah, they only last a year, half of them are
They
evil.
always turn out to be trying to kill Harry.
There's this insane series of puzzles, hey Gator, that Harry, Hermione, and Ron need to work their way through.
Magic your way out of this one.
So they figure their way through it, they get to the Philosopher's Stone, Harry faces off against Voldemort again, is living in Quirrell's head or something like that, on the back of his face.
Harry essentially kills Quirrell. No,
Harry
that's
straight
an
up
eye.
murders someone, and it's just like,
Set the moving on! Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of book 1.
So Harry spends some time at the Weasley's house during the summer.
You'll notice we're wearing our Weasley sweaters. This is just the tackiest thing I own, and I put a J on it.
There's Dobby the elf.
Boring. Oh, God, I hate Dobby.
Dobby the...
Unpopular opinion, I hate Dobby. Comment all you want. He's the worst. We meet, what's his face?
We meet
Lockhart.
Yeah, we meet Lockhart, who is a smarmy douche, and then he disappears at the end of the book. There's a ghost in the toilet while they're making the polyjuice
As you
potion.
do.
And then Harry learns he can speak parcel tongue because of the dueling
And
club.
then everybody's like, oh, he's the heir of Slytherin.
At the end of the book, Harry gets himself into a secret chamber with a deadly serpent mythical creature.
I don't like Harry. I never did.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
got
the
a-
least interesting person out of this entire
He's-
series to me.
He's an orphan, and he's put upon, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's really it
He's
for his
just a
character.
moody teenager that I have no patience for.
Then we get to book 3, which starts with an escape from prison.
Yeah, this is where things start to ramp up.
There's so many mysteries and like craziness going on. Long story short, Sirius Black turns out to be his godfather, the best friend of his dad.
Sirius is a wanted murderer.
Yes, he is a wanted murderer, and he's wanted for murdering Harry's parents, which he didn't do.
That's revealed by the end. I'm amazed I remember the intricacies of this book.
This is where you meet Lupin.
Oh, I love Lupin so much.
He turns out to be one of Harry's dad's best friends from school.
Like the most complex character.
Then there's the whole thing with the rat.
Pettigrew.
Yeah, Peter Pettigrew is really Ron's pet rat. And something
So
about
convenient for
yeah,
me.
yeah, a human being a rat for God knows how long.
Just happened to be Ron's pet.
Yeah,
this
no
year.
one
But
no
I guess
one wants.
The Wizarding World is super small.
We finish with Peter Pettigrew escapes. Sirius Black is still wanted for murder, but Harry knows that he's not really a murderer.
Yeah, it was Pettigrew, not Sirius.
And Lupin gets fired.
Book 4! So book 4 was where shit really hit the fan for me, and this is where I was all in. This
Is
one
it normal?
took off pretty quick. We started the
like there's
Quidditch
the
World Cup.
Dementors, there's
Yeah.
the Quidditch World Cup, there's the Dark Mark, lots of things are happening, and the Tri-Wizard Tournament starts.
Apparently, the ministry and everyone is cool with just sending their students to potential death
Yeah, just like
for the purpose of a fun festival for the
Yeah,
entire
like, oh,
school.
let's just-
All the
except
parents
people
are fine
die.
with it. All the staff is fine with it. All the other students want to be a part of it.
you might win $10,000, but you also might die.
Not even in a peaceful way.
First thing they have to do is essentially fight a dragon. They only have to steal an egg from the dragon,
A
one
mother
specific
dragon.
one from a mother
It's gonna be
dragon.
like, no.
Third challenge is a huge Henry VIII's garden-style maze.
Which you're like, that's not so bad, but of course.
But then there's the blasted scroot, which is a sea
Oh,
cucumber that farts fire and eats people. So Harry and what's-his-nuts from Hufflepuff, Robert Pattinson and Daniel Radcliffe become best friends, hold hands, and take the Tri-Wizard Cup together.
Surprise! It's Porky. Shoot off to.
Yeah, they shoot off to God
talking
knows
about us. I see
where.
you.
Cedric Diggory dies instantly. Drink,
I have to pee again.
and he dies at the hands of Peter Pettigrew, and that is it.
I have this picture on my Instagram, just those last 4 words. They were going back, of Harry taking Cedric back to the real wizarding world.
After
And stopping
Voldemort,
and
yeah.
staring and just like really thinking about that. And they took forever at Grimmauld Place, and I was getting really frustrated. Read at least 200 pages of them just cleaning the house.
Yeah, Sirius Black is no longer on the lam. He's living at Grimmauld Place as part of
He's
the
still alive.
Order of the Phoenix. Dumbledore's always known that he's innocent.
The
and
chillest. Yeah.
I don't really remember what
Who's
happens.
our villain in book 5? Help. It starts with in the minute, like the real world.
It's Umbridge.
Ministry.
Oh,
Umbridge!
shit.
She's evil. She's horrible.
For The rice is done. She gets carried off by centaurs in the forest.
I love the centaurs.
I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson would be a centaur.
Yeah,
they break into the Ministry of Magic.
Okay.
To try and get that prophecy.
That sounds right. Oh, right, the prophecy.
The Death Eaters follow them. The Order... So we have students, Death Eaters, Order of the Phoenix. Molly Weasley is a badass, and I love her to death. God, if I could, I'd get Molly Weasley tattooed just right here. Cold-blooded killers.
They're all good until you f*** with their kid. TLDR, Bellatrix.
Sirius dies. Really, Harry's only family that was part of the wizarding world. To him, this is his, as you said, the only connection he has to his parents is gone. When he asks if Sirius is going to come back, and they basically say, I don't know if it's Mr. Weasley or Lupin or somebody, just basically says, no, he's not going to come back because that's not who he was. Dumbledore is fighting Voldemort, and that doesn't matter because Sirius is dead. And just label it Book 6.
Like Dumbledore's army, I'm rebelling. This is the one that starts at the actual real life ministry. Where it's like the prime minister, there's something on the wall that's talking.
Harry and Dumbledore really sort of get down to the business of defeating Voldemort. He has to feed Dumbledore from this shell, this potion, that drives him to pain and madness. He's so weakened that he can barely do anything.
Yeah.
Much like you and I are right now because of the alcohol we've been consuming.
Oh, no more. I don't care how much you tell me to, no more.
They go to this cave. Dumbledore has to make a blood sacrifice on his hand.
I'm listening.
Okay, no, you're not. So, Dumbledore basically sacrifices himself. Draco Malfoy disarming Dumbledore with the most bullshit Expelliarmus! Fucking shit. Snape comes in and does the Avada Kedavra.
Dumbledore dies. That's the end of Book 7.
Book 6, Dumbledore dies. Book 7, it starts with his funeral.
Right. Harry's on the run.
Hey, has Book 7 begun?
Yeah, we've
Alright, take a drink.
No. I just remember them, like, camping a lot.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione run, and they never go to school. There's some drama between Ron and Hermione, who just...
They're on the run for several pages.
They're on the beach, they're in the forest, they're on the moors, they're on all over the place. They have this, like, kids book, like, Dumbledore leaves all these, he bequeaths.
Because he can't do anything straightforward. It's all little, like, confusing clues.
Real.
In the event of my death.
In the event of my death, this shit's important. Like,
it's all leading up to a big battle. A lot of people die.
Tonks, Lupin, who, by the way, have a child.
Okay, that's what I want to talk about. Why do you bring a baby into, like, a civil war and then not mention what happens to that baby? Voldemort gets destroyed. I don't remember how, but Harry destroys him.
In some sort of
There was some sort of, again, like,
there's this really weird... Okay, so
you didn't know? This is how magic works.
Harry and him, like, fight, and Harry dies, but all Voldemort did
I was like, no.
Like,
no, I did not read 2,000-something pages
to get
Harry
to this shit.
die.
It turns out what Voldemort did was kill the Horcrux inside Harry.
Good defeats evil. Yeah, I got that. Thanks.
Yeah. It comes down to the fact that he's in love with Ginny Weasley. Ron and Hermione have made up and are going to live happily ever after, and he kind of knows that.
So unrealistic.
The Weasleys are cool.
Bye-bye, Voldemort. Is that the end?
That's the end of the books. Alright, to Harry Potter, let's raise a glass.
Neville Longbottom.
Neville Longbottom
And the Deathly Hallows.
Like a G. Now, if I can talk about the money system.
No.